Welcome to Sensory Wellbeing. My name is Rachel Garn and I'm an occupational therapist. Wellbeing has taken the mainstream media by storm over the last few years, and it really has come into kind of society's conscience that we need to look after ourselves. But how many of us have thought about our sensory wellbeing? I'm just going to take a brief pause as we look into what might be our sensory zen, our sensory energizers and our sensory focusers, and what activities might help us to get into these places. So I'm going to throw it out to you. What do you do in your day to get into a low alert state when things are hectic and crazy and you need to chill? What's your sensory zen? Is it something you do daily? Is it something you do weekly? Is there a time you have your sensory zen? What is that piece though that helps you be in that low alert state? And then what do you do for your sensory energize? What do you do to help your day to get more energized? To be able to get through your day with all the passion and energy that you need? And then what do you do to focus? What's your sensory focus? We will need times where we need to be focused and engaged, as well as times we need to be zen and times when we'll need to be energized. So what is it that you're doing? This is a moment that we're just going to take some time to kind of think this through. To sensory zen, some ideas might be a warm bath, laying under a cozy cover, listening to chilled music, quiet visual or auditory spaces, rhythmical rocking, drinking a hot drink, going for a gentle walk, using calming oils. So as you see, these areas, it can include the tactile, the auditory, the visual, the vestibular, the oral tactile, the proprioceptive input. So what are we doing to help use our sensory systems to get into that chilled sensory zen place? Sensory focus, some ideas are chewing gum. Our mouth is a really great regulator. Doing yoga moves, getting lots of proprioceptive input to our joints. Lifting weights, again, kind of that proprioceptive input. Drinking coffee, using our tactile receptors. Having a water break, also getting the movement to go to get our water break. The movement break in itself, using breathing techniques, using our lungs to help us focus and engage, or again oral motor, maybe chewing on the top of your pencil. Our sensory energizers, some ideas might be a cold drink, that tactile kind of piece of temperature, a vigorous shower, again the tactile piece, maybe a hot or a cold shower, listening to upbeat music, that auditory piece. And the exercise, kind of cardio and proprioceptive and vestibular kind of exercise class, or busy loud environments, auditory, spicy foods, spinning fast, fast movements, head inversions. All these areas can help us with sensory energize. So I'm going to challenge you to think about a list of 8 sensory zen activities you may do in your week, 8 sensory focus activities and habits, and 8 sensory energizing activities. The purpose of this list is to be mindful of your sensory activities and what works for you and when you do them. So you may be more conscious to put these into place when you are in a slump and you need energizing, or where you're too energized and you need to go and get some chill space, or whether your mind's too unfocused and you need to be able to attend and focus and engage. So you've got a list of activities at hand that you can pull out to do immediately to meet your sensory well-being. So thank you for listening, and really thank you to yourself. I hope you find these activities useful.